Hello everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of how to build your snake enclosure. Now, where I left off on my last video was I was waiting for this stuff to dry, and I was waiting on my silicone to come to coat it with. Now, the silicone, I am using black silicone sealant. It is 100% silicone. This is a must. At least in the fish hobby, you always use 100% silicone or DAP3 because it is animal safe once it's cured. So I figured I would just stay with that. And you can use any color, white, black, clear, but it's gonna show up on your background. So in my opinion, I think black will be better. Now, in this video, what I am gonna do is literally coat all of the expanding foam. Anything that's solid and white, I am gonna coat it with this. And then I have this bag of mulch that is loose bits from the bag my dog decided to tear up. And I'm going to use that to sprinkle over the top of it. Now, I will show you a little bit of this process, but then I'm just going to finish it, and I will show you after I put it down. Then you got to allow it to dry, and then I can set the tank up and move forward with this build. Now, real quick, I wanted to point out, you can either use this in a caulking gun, but the way that I'm going to be spreading it, I might literally cut this top off and just goop it out. And you're probably going to want gloves because this stuff is going to be really messy and it's going to stain your hands. If you're not worried about it, then just carry on. Also, I will be putting links to the caulking that I used in the description if you want to use that, or you can get your own wherever, however. Alright everybody, so I got it covered in the silicone, and then now I have it coated. I decided to use mulch because it's what I had. You can use coconut chip, husk, maybe even a little dirt or whatever you want to use on there, but I used what I had and it is mulch. Now, I may or may not regret doing that just for aesthetics view, but ultimately I think it will be okay. So I'm going to let this dry a couple days, and then I'm going to set it up. We'll vacuum up the loose pieces, and we will move forward. Alright everybody, so it is dry. Now, it looks a little messy. I'll probably clean it up a little bit. And I said earlier that I was going to use a vacuum to get all of the stuff that fell out of the bottom out. But honestly, I'm going to use cypress mulch in here anyhow, so it can just stay in there. I like it. It could be better for my first go at it. I think it's okay. I put this little thing right here in, hoping that I can put a little planter in there. Hopefully he'll, like, you know, climb around on these sticks and stuff like that. So, with time, and once I get it fully completed, lights and the whole works, I think it will turn out looking alright. My next step is filling it the rest of the way with mulch, and I want to start incorporating a water feature in here. The only thing I didn't cover with that black was right here, as you see, but that's going to be covered with mulch anyways, so that ain't a big issue. You can't really still get the full picture yet, but I have faith that it's going to look really good. And you can always do it a little different if you would like. Alright, so it's full of cedar mulch. Again, that is 100% cedar. You can get it at your local hardware store in these big old bags. It literally took half a bag for this, so one of these bags would probably work for one of your smaller tanks. But the next step is the waterworks. So my whole idea is I got this big old oil bowl. It's clean, brand new, obviously. So that's going to be over here, right? And then I got this, which I mentioned in the first video. It's like a gutter drain. I was gonna make it super long, but I have a whole different idea. I'm gonna cut this down about, I don't know, yay, and I'm gonna run it from here to like a corner right here, and then I'm gonna have some boulders or whatever, and I'm gonna try to make a waterfall feature for it, so stay tuned for that as well.